Okay, this video is going to review all the new standards that we're assuming are most likely going to be on the test. So they were not tested in the past, so we're assuming this year it will be tested. So this question is asking you, what is the equation of the line that has a slope of 0 and passes through the point 6, negative 8? So I would like you to visualize that and draw a picture. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So your point is at 6, negative 8. That equation has a slope of 0. Remember slopes, your slope, that would be a positive slope, negative slope, 0 slope, undefined slope. So this is what the graph looks like. So it goes through the y-axis, so the answer would be J. If it asked you for an undefined slope, it would be going the other way. Remember, if it's straight up and down, it's undefined. And then it would have been x equals positive 6. You could have also graphed, the only ones you could graph is G and J to check those out. Okay, this one is on parallel and perpendicular. We did a review on that. This one's talking about perpendicular. So it has to be perpendicular to this line and it has to go through this point. So 3 of them are already in y equals. So you can go through and check to see if they even go through that point. Remember, you go to y equals and then you go to your table and you're looking for 8, negative 2. So the first B does go through that point. So then you have to go through and you have to graph it compared to the original problem and see if it is perpendicular. Okay, so they do cross, but they are not perpendicular because it does not form a 90-degree angle, so it cannot be B. Okay, so we're going to check C. 18, sorry, not 8. And we're looking for the point 8, negative 2. It does not go through 8. Negative 2 is 8, 14, so it cannot be C. Okay, so then we're going to check D before we have to even do any math. And it goes through 8, negative 2, so that's good. Now we have to check to see if it's perpendicular to the original graph. Oops. We'll push graph. Okay, it does cross. Remember your graph was a little bit distorted, so it doesn't look like exactly 90 degrees. So you would have to do zoom square to see exactly that, to make it a square. So that's exactly 90 degrees. You can check with a piece of paper if you need to, but hopefully you remember also that your slopes need to be opposite. So if this is positive, it needs to be negative, and then it has to be flipped. So if it's 1/4, it has to be 4 over 1. So that's why also the answer is D. Or you could have also worked out A to see A was not the right answer. Okay, this problem was actually in your packet. It's solving systems of equations in real life situation. So on this one, if you were trying to graph it on your equation in your calculator to see where the estimate would be, when you push graph, remember, it's not going to, only one shows up, so you'd have to keep zooming out until you see them actually cross, and that's actually going to take forever. The easiest way to do this one is to actually use your answer choices. So I'm going to plug in each answer choice for X and see which one would give me the exact same answer. Or you could set them equal to each other and solve. So you decide which best for you. So that one's not A. Or like you could have taken 30,000, set it equal to 10x, and you could have solved for x also that way. So I'm going to keep going with my plugging in my answer choices. Just be careful that you count the exact number of zeros. Okay, so that would give me 60,000 from this equation and 60,000 from this equation. So the answer would be B. Okay, so that one was on system of equations. This one's on system of inequalities. So if you were given this and it's asking which one would be a solution to this set, I would like you to actually either sketch it by hand, but you can also use your calculator to help you. So the first one's not in y equals, so we would have to make this into y equals. So I have to subtract 2x on both sides. So y is less than 8 minus 2x. And then this one's y is greater than or equal to 3x plus 1. So 8 minus 2x and 3x plus 1. So when you graph it, I think it's still graphed on Zoom Square, so I'm going to Zoom 6 it. Okay, so you can get a visualization of where the graph is. You should know that this one has a y-intercept of 8. And then your graph has 8. And then your x-intercept is 1, 2, 3, 4. You can help that to help you sketch it so you don't have to do your slope. And that one was your dashed line because it has a less than, and then it would be shaded over here. Okay, the other one starts at 1 on your y-intercept. And you went up 3 over 1, so that would look something like this. And that's greater than, it's a solid line, so it would be shaded over here as well. So you're looking for a solution somewhere in this region or on this line. So if I look at answer choice A, it says 4, 0. Well, that would be this point over here. That's not a solution because it's not in the double shaded area. 0, 0 would be underneath that line. 0, 6.5 would be right there. So that would be in the shaded, double shaded region. So the answer is C. Okay, another thing that's new is simplifying radicals. This is in your packet. I think we all did pretty good on this. You have to go through and simplify the square roots by doing second square root. I'm going to do number 2 because it's a little bit different, sorry. 5 second square root of 7, parentheses, plus square root of 11, parentheses, minus 8 square roots of 7, parentheses, and your answer should be that. So you have to check each answer choice. We're going to learn after STAR how to do this without answer choices. We just didn't have enough time before your STAR test. But so your STAR test, I would just use your calculator to help you. Oops, I forgot. Negative 3, square root of 25, so it's not A. Negative 3, square root of 7, don't forget to close the parentheses. And voila, those are exactly the same, so the answer would be B. Okay, another thing on here that I wanted to go over was vertex form, standard form, for quadratics that we just took a test over. Let's see, the one that I'm looking for. Okay, so this problem right here covers both vertex form and standard form. Okay, so it tells you that it has a vertex of -4, -3. Remember, vertex form, it will be on your math chart. But this is your H and this is your K, and your H is always opposite when you write the equation. So it would be x plus 4 and then minus 3. So looking at your vertex form, you can get rid of all of the answers except for answer choice A. So to double check standard form, remember, okay, you would have to put at least 3 points in your graph. You're only given 2 points. So there's -4, 3. -2, okay, and then you know this is your vertex, so it's halfway. So the other one should be using your line of symmetry. If this is 3 away. This one would be 3 away. It would be over here. So that's a little bit more thinking involved, but that one we can eliminate down by just knowing vertex form. So you could put those 3 points in your calculator, do your stat edit, and go to do your quadratic regression line and get your A is equal to 2. Or remember, you can plug in -2 and 5 and for X and Y here and solve for A. Those are other things. But using our test taking strategies, we just had to know A. So, okay, the other ones, I would use your answer choices. If they ever give you a graph and your Y equals, type each one then in graph to see which one matches. Same thing with number 5. Okay, I think that covers that, and then we will also be making corrections to your last test before you take your test as well.